2. So video 1 was kind of the introduction to what a two-way frequency table is, how we read them, where we find the data, what we call the different kinds of data. These examples are going to be more like what you'll actually see. So we have a two-way frequency table that displays concession sales at HNGA basketball games. Here are the kind of questions we might ask. What percentage of people bought no food and no drink at the concession stand? So what you're going to look at here is it says what percentage of people. So if you see that of people with no qualifier behind it, it just says what percentage of people, then I'm going to go to the total number of people surveyed, and that's going to be my total. Remember, anytime you're finding a percentage, you're going to look at a part over a whole. So the thing that comes after the of, the other way you might see it written is over of. Your middle school teacher may have said that to you. So whatever comes after the of is going to go in the denominator of your fraction. So 400 people, because that's the total number of people that visited the concession stand. It wants to know who bought no food and no drink. So to find that information, I'm going to look at this row that's got no food, and I'm going to look at this row that has no drink, people that bought no drinks, and I'm going to see where did those two cross, and that's the joint frequency that I'm interested in. So I'm interested in this right here. That is going to be the numerator of my fraction. So to figure out that percentage, I'm going to say 10 divided by 400, and it gives me 0.025, which as a percentage, because we asked for percentage here, I'm going to move my decimal 2 places, and I get 2.5%. So I don't know what those people did at the concession stand. Maybe they went and said, oh, you don't have Blue Mountain Dew, so I'm not buying anything, and just left, sad and thirsty. All right, so let's look at another example. The next one says, what percentage of people who bought pizza also bought soda? Okay, so again, let's look at what this is actually asking us to do here. It says, what percentage of people who bought pizza? So this time there is a qualifier. I don't just want of people. I want of people who bought pizza. So the whole that I'm going to be looking at here, that numerator, is going to be all the pizza people. Okay, so this 182 is my total number of people who bought pizza. Again, I'm going part over whole. The whole are all the people who bought pizza, and I want to know what percentage of those people also bought soda. Well, so what I'm going to look at is I'm already zeroed in on the pizza row. Okay, so I've already got that total. But now I want to know what percentage of those people also bought soda. So I'm going right here, and the place where it crosses is that 120. So that's my part. I'm going to put part over whole, and I'm going to do my division. 120 divided by 182. Again, it's going to be an ugly decimal. You can round, just round it to the nearest tenth. I get, sorry, I misspoke, not the nearest tenth. Round it to 2 or 3 decimal places. I'm going to do 3. It wants percentage, so I'm going to move my decimal 2 spaces, and I get 65.9%. Okay? Okay, so my next one is what percentage of people bought hot dogs? Again, we're back to just of people. It doesn't say of people who bought hot dogs did something else. There's no qualifier. Remember that conditional frequency we talked about in the last video. It just wants to know what percentage of people. So the total that I'm looking at this time is just 400. What percentage of people bought hot dogs? Well, that means I'm going to the total number of people who bought hot dogs, because it doesn't want to know hot dogs plus soda. It doesn't want to know hot dogs and water. It just wants to know how many people bought hot dogs. Okay, so the ratio that I'm going to do, again, is part over whole. The whole is the entire number of people that came to the concession stand, which for this one is 400. The part are just the people that left with a hot dog in their hand. All the people who left with hot dogs were 158. So this is a marginal relative frequency because I'm taking a marginal value and I'm dividing by the total. So 158 divided by 400 is 0.395. Again, it wants a percentage, so I'm going to move my decimal 2 spaces, and I get 39.5%. All right, then it wants to know what conclusions might you be able to draw from the two-way frequency table above about concession stands. So, you know, that's kind of up to you. I would say a lot of people who go to concession stands seem to like soda. There's a half the people that came to the concession stand bought soda. So it's, you know, if you're at a concession stand, you're probably thirsty and you're probably not a super healthy person that wants water. Same thing, you're there for some food, so people like pizza more than no food or hot dog, although, you know, it's not quite as drastic of a soda versus water situation. But there's lots of different conclusions you can draw, and that's going to vary depending on what you want to say about it. Okay, you guys try this one, and then start working through your practice. We'll let you know when we're ready to do mastery checks. Bye!